In this coaster review, we are talking about X-Flight at Six Flags Great America. One of the first wing coasters to come to America. Wild Eagle just beat it out just by a little bit, so it's actually the second wing coaster to come to America. And for a while, it was a lot of people's favorite wing coaster. And you can see why. The defining moment of this ride is awesome. It's this great near-miss element where you just fly through supports. It's crazy. One of the best near-miss elements ever created. So let's get into this thing. So first off, the first thing you're going to notice is the theme. And of course the name, X-Flight. What does that mean? We don't really know. But this does kind of have that kind of Air Force, pilot, fighter jet type theme. In the station, you're hearing what sounds like an officer telling you about what you're about to embark on, what your mission is, sort of thing. And one of the near-miss elements in this is that you're almost flying through like a hangar. So that's kind of the theme. It's not an overwhelming theme, but it's cool, it's sleek, and so for that reason, I don't mind it. And so in my opinion, it's just nice to have a wing coaster that's not themed to another bird. Just saying. Now let's talk about the ride experience. So of course you have riders situated on both sides of the track. So if you only get the chance to ride this once or twice, I would recommend a back row ride on one wing and then a front row ride on another. That's what I did, and that gives you about the experience that you get in any other seat, except you're sitting in the best seats. I don't remember which one I found the best, but typically with these wing coasters, back row is going to be better than the front, simply because it tends to give you a more forceful ride. So you start going up the lift hill, you're about 120 feet in the air, and you go through one of my favorite elements, and this is the wing over drop. By far one of the coolest elements. So after that you go into a 0G roll, super awesome, love those things. You curve up into an Immelman, twist over, flip into another inversion, and then that is when you dive under the hangar bay sort of theming element, which acts as the first near miss element. You then turn and then go through the real one, which is this inline twist through this tower. Super awesome, great element. If you like getting that feeling where it feels like your head and arms are going to get chopped off, you're going to love this. And then you end it all out with a helix. Overall, I gotta say, it's a very solid layout. I'm surprised that Six Flags hasn't built another wing coaster yet. Because really, these are fun. They're nice and smooth. And they give a unique experience because a lot of these inversions, you just twist through them so slowly. It feels like you're flying in slow motion. And my biggest downside with it has nothing to do with the layout or anything. It's actually the restraints. And I think anyone who has ridden X-Flight can agree with me on this. I don't have a problem with the vest restraints. The problem is that they lock hard on your chest. It hurts your collarbone. It hurts your waist bone. It is extremely constricting. It's almost hard to breathe. Anyone who has ridden X-Flight knows what I'm talking about. It is absolutely horrible when you're sitting on that brake run. You just want to get out of there. It is that bad. The other wing coasters don't do it like X-Flight does. But I think that was because this is one of B&M's first wing coasters, so in other wing coasters that have since been built, you don't see that. So if Six Flags decide to build more of these, that issue would be resolved. I don't know if there's a way to fix it on X-Flight. It'd be nice if they could, because it really is a problem. It really takes away from the ride experience. You're trying to enjoy the ride elements, but you can't help but notice this restricting feeling on your chest. So by far the worst part of it. Other than that, I mean, I think the layout is fine. I love the near miss elements. The wing over drop is always awesome. I mean, it's not a very intense ride, but it's a wing coaster. I mean, so what do you expect? And I think when I compare it to other wing coasters, I'd definitely take this over something like Wild Eagle. I don't know if I like it better than Gatekeeper. I'd probably take Gatekeeper over this. And then Thunderbird crushes all. So that's probably where I would rank it in relationship to the other US wing coasters. So I think for its final score, I'm going to give it like a solid 8. I think it's a very enjoyable roller coaster. Not very intense, but super fun. Only reason why it's not getting a higher score is because of the stupid restraints. But overall, I think it's cool. I like the name X-Flight. It's got a great color scheme. And again, like I said, that near miss element with the tower is absolutely fantastic. So that is my review for X-Flight at Six Flags Great America. What are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comment section below. And of course, stay tuned for more coaster reviews. I have plenty more coming here at Coaster Studios.